Okay, so in this part, I'm going to demonstrate how to install the sensor box onto the clutch handle perch. So Harley-Davidson really does not have a good standard for their clutch perches. They tend to come in different sizes and varieties and cavity spaces up here. And so if you have a stock handle, you're probably in better shape than if you have an aftermarket handle. But in this case, this is an aftermarket handle that I'm going to demonstrate how to put the sensor box on in this, where the clutch cable came out of, which you've already taken out. One thing to know on the Harley clutch handles is they put a clip right here that holds the handle solid so it doesn't vibrate. And when you have the Harley clutch cable in here, you have enough pull backwards to offset that clip. With the sensor box, because the pull is so light, you really it's not going to be able to pull that back. So one thing you have to do is take this clip off. Now this will move freely. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, your system comes with an adapter for Harleys, and there's a different one for Hondas, but that'll be covered in a different video. So what you do is you take this nut off of here, and then this part, you reach inside here and slide it through the hole. So as you're putting this in, you rotate it until the head drops into that slot, which holds the bolt in place. And then what you want to do is put this nut back on. So this is a 9/16. What you want to do is just snug this up. It doesn't have to be real tight. This hole in the center here is where you're going to be feeding through the actual contact with the handle itself. Now, once you get this part in, then what you want to do is you want to use some sort of a thread sealer, and the kind that you can get at Home Depot for pipe threads works really well. And what you want to do is you want to spread it right around here, around these threads and up against that bolt. So I've got a little bit of supplement information here for putting the sensor box onto the Harley perch. We've already tightened down the nut here, but the problem we run into is on Harleys, the thickness of this wall in here can vary considerably. And so sometimes this actually may be sticking out further. And so when you go put it on your sensor box, if you go all the way in with it, you can see now this rod is sticking out on the inside. This has to be flush with the inside for that slide to work correctly. So there's a couple options. One is if you have a standard Harley clutch perch that comes with the motorcycle, then the option is that the part I send you will have two nuts on it, and you'll have room to put another nut here, move it in to where it's flush, and then tighten it down. On this one here, if you go in there, if you were to go get some standard washers, stainless steel washers at the hardware store, and just add a few until it's flush, that would work well as well. Another option is, if you have a way to cut it or grind it, just remove the last little bit of this bolt here. One thing I want to make sure that you all understand is that when this bolt goes in here to be tightened down, that the inside here is flush with the inside of the box. It can't penetrate through further because it'll interfere with the slide like that. The other critical thing is to make sure you put the sealant around this part, so when this goes in, it seals it from moisture getting in there. Now what you want to do is you want to take this sensor box, which has springs already and everything in it, put that on here, and then from the bottom, using the provided Allen wrench, you tighten up the set screw in the bottom And now you have this thing locked in place. And it's also watertight right here. Okay, so on Harley Davidsons, because of the way they put the clutch cable in here, when you pull the old clutch cable out, you probably had to unpin your handle and pull the handle loose to get the barrel that goes inside here out. And for most Harleys, there's several ways they do it. This one happens to have a circlip on here, and other ones I've seen have actually a nut on the bottom of this. But so what I'm going to do is take this circlip off here, maybe, like so. And if you don't have a pair of these circlip pliers, you can use a screwdriver or a pair of pliers and spend the rest of your afternoon looking for it on the garage floor. All right, so once you get that out, pull this pin loose and you can pull your handle out. So now we're going to put this small short cable that goes into the sensor box in here, and we're going to drop the pin in. Like so. So now we have what would normally be your clutch cable. Okay, so before you can install the cable in here on the sensor box, you got to remove this little plug screw, and it just takes an Allen wrench. Unfortunately, there isn't an Allen wrench in your toolkit that'll fit this, but it's a standard size 632 cap screw. You pull that out, set it aside, because the cable will come through here, and you want to be able to have room for it to come through. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slide this short cable into that bolt that attaches the sensor box, and we're going to continue on through, and it will go right into the hole in the slide, like so. Now we're going to go ahead and drop this pin back in for the clutch handle. And we'll flip it over and we'll put the circlip on the back side. Okay. So now you can see we have, every time we move the clutch, we have movement in that short cable. So in your kit, there is a small packet of tools. You got 3 Allen wrenches. You've got this screw here, which is used for lifting the part of the control box out. And then also you have a felt thing. But right now we're going to be utilizing this small packet of grease to lubricate this wire. So what we want to do is take this small packet and just take a pair of scissors and cut off the corner, and we're going to spread that grease on that cable right there, and that helps keep the water out of the sensor box. What we want to do is get the clutch handle in the full up position, and we're going to tighten down just slightly one of these set screws. You don't want to tighten it down too much just yet, but what you want to do is allow it to move the slide like so. And if you get close in here, you can see when you pull the handle all the way in, there's still a tiny bit of gap there, and when you let it out, there's a gap on this end. So now is the time you want to go ahead and pull that little rubber stopper out. That's where the sensor box is set up. So now we can go ahead and tighten down both of these. And you don't want to reef on them to get them too tight. You just want the heads flat with the top of the Delrin block. So to finish the installation, what you want to do is you want to pull that in, take some wire cutters, and cut that tail off that braided area right here. We'll get rid of it. Now your sensor box is set up. The last thing we want to do is we have a small plug screw that goes in the very end. And we'll tighten that up. That just keeps the water out of this. So that's how you set up the sensor box. Then you put on the lid, and you have the 4 screws that hold the lid down.